Hello and welcome to another video. Today I would like to show you a little bit of a different homework. So we went to the Michael Perry Botanic Reserve down in Adelaide, and we had a little bit of a meet-up with some other homeschool kids, and so we decided to do a little project about it because we saw lots of plants, leaves and seeds, and also some animals. And I just want to show you a little bit of what we did with our trip and how you can do a little project like this as well. We went to a homeschool meetup at the Michael Perry Botanic Reserve. We walked around the reserve and saw parrots and looked at plants. We also collected 2 varieties of moss to put into a terrarium. Ben saw a Rosella parrot on the ground, nibbling on grasses and walking around. Then a second one landed and they flew away together. I would love to show photos, but they were a little far away, so the photos that we have are really not focused very well. But I'll show you what they look like. They look like this. It's the Eastern Rosella Parrot. So we also looked at different trees, leaves, bark and seeds. And we also found a cork tree. Cork trees are really interesting. So this is kind of what the bark looks like, and they're used for corks like cork boards or corks that are on top of wine bottles to hold them closed. And with normal tree bark, if you strip the tree of bark, it is very susceptible to getting diseases. So with the cork tree, you can safely remove most of the bark and it will just grow bark back every year. So we also found a Dutch elm tree, and this is the leaf right here. We found a chestnut tree and unpicked its chestnuts from their spiky husks. So we did a little picture over here. So this is around about what a chestnut leaf looks like, and the chestnut here has a little bit of spikes on the outside. And the chestnut itself looks like this. So we did a little bit about chestnut tree facts down here. So we researched that. It is a deciduous tree, which means it loses its leaves in autumn and has no leaves in winter. It produces edible nuts. Some of them are edible, but not the horse chestnut. The horse chestnut is toxic. And there's other chestnuts which are edible. And they're enclosed in a spiny burr. This is what it's called, spiny burr. So they grow in temperate regions where you have a cool winter and a warm summer. So this is degrees Celsius. So about 0 degrees Celsius in winter and around about 30 degrees Celsius in summer, around about in the northern hemisphere and in high altitude regions in Australia. China is the world's leading chestnut consuming country. Fun fact. And we did our little chestnut project there. So for the Rosella, we also researched a little bit about them. We found out that the Rosella we actually saw is an Eastern Rosella, and this is what it looks like. It's very, very colorful. It is native to southeastern Australia, including Tasmania. So this is the eastern and the southern side of Australia, and Tasmania is down here. And this is where their habitat is. They are cavity nesters, so they build their nests in tree cavities. And they live for about 15 or more years. So they eat or they feed from the ground amongst grasses and lawns, and also they feed in trees and bushes. So what they eat, basically they find their food pretty much everywhere. They eat seeds, fruits, buds, flowers, nectar, and insects. So there's our little project. If you ever go to a beautiful reserve or park where you find a lot of varieties of trees or plants, feel free to pick a couple and do your research on them. You learn a lot about the environment around you, and you learn a lot about the plants and animals that live in your region and your country. So enjoy this project. Make sure you make it colorful. Bring a leaf, stick it in your homeschooling book, Put a photo in there as well. And yeah, enjoy this project. It's very fun and colorful, and you get to enjoy nature while you do it too. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.